It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the Bengals and the Steelers on Sunday Night Primetime.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a great Sunday of football. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled it to 15. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interception. Lock in on before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. From the 23, here's second down and 2. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it, because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum, but you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. Now this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
At the 5-yard line.
2nd and 5. Touchdown! David Njoku, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored, The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture of the AFC.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Pickett back to the air on second down.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase,
28 yards.
and the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Pickett back to throw.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Pickett.
And he'll find Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Pickett sets up play action.
And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Harris, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And how nice is it to have a guy like Najee Harris in the backfield when you get down near the goal line? He can use his 230-plus pound frame to just get you those tough yards, and he finishes things off here with a touchdown run.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Williams to return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. As they've got it as we resume action. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
First down, Bengals.
They'll drop to throw.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, nice move. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. And shutting him off now open field. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
The Bengals at 11-2 now, and they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Barkley is in. Touchdown, Bengals. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Harris running straight ahead.
And he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
it is cold.
And it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. The throw over the middle, taken in. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up second down. They're going to look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down, Bengals.
He'll look to throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it's second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay gain.
First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown. T. Higgins. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bengals are able to add on to their first half lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? His pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
First down. First and 10.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now 3rd down and 7. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking to throw, Pickett. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Pickett right back to the air again. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Williams now on the return, taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. T. Higgins leading the Cincinnati receiving corps out for this upcoming series. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his, because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 3rd and 2. Now back to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Saquon Barkley with another touchdown, number 24 on the year.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the route is on here in this first half.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where you see the final score there. P.J. Walker, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. Christian McCaffrey hitting the century mark, exactly 100 yards on the ground. And lastly, Monday Night Football has a good one lined up between the New Orleans Saints and the Dallas Cowboys. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now Pickett.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now, and it's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD. And now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now. And I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught once again by Brown. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 30 yards.
And the Bengals have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 14.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Back to throw, Pickett.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pickett back to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Pickett on 3rd and 1.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Pickett will look to throw it here. That's swung out wide to Harris.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Bengals set to take over.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
Now he'll try to run with this. He stiff arms him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
A handoff to Barkley, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Steelers'
2nd and 1. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
First down, Cincinnati.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. He has career touchdown number 78, tying in with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bengals have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, on the other sideline right now, it's just absolute dejection. But, Charles, let's focus on the positive. With the lead that they built here, they've done pretty much everything to perfection in this ball game.
They certainly have. Makes me think that their week of preparation was excellent, and they flowed into this game, and it carried over. And right now, I don't expect them to back off at all. They're playing so well, they just want to keep it going.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Pickett. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 3rd down and 6. Here's Pickett. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action, Pickett. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
On second down, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Here's third and a few inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Pick it now on first down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Complete on the crosser to Hall. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Pickett setting up the screen. Harris. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
They'll throw again with Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Pickett. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw again. This is caught. Touchdown! From 8 yards out. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Well, CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about or really grasp onto in this game. They've been dominated, but at least they get a late touchdown here, something positive to put on film for tomorrow's session.
Yeah, they're still trying to execute, trying to get some positives on their board and ledger sheet and keep this from being a total loss. Give them credit. They're going down fighting.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Williams. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. T. Higgins out on offense for the rest of his teammates for this next drive. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
If you want to start a new tradition, what can we throw on the field?
I don't know. We'll
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Keanu Benton in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. He's got a man complete. And out across midfield down to the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 115 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant.
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, and we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
The kick is good.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
And now out come the Steelers.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called, because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays, nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard. Maybe a touch less.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the pylon, caught.
Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins from 8 yards out. And the Bengals stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
But I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And the hook up over the middle to Pryor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Pickett will look to throw it here. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and this one features the Saints' Offensive Player of the Year. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Saints and the Cowboys on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through.
Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know. Those interceptions, we can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Olave. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Cowboys' 44.
Perry on the move to the right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Prescott looks to throw on first. That is caught. Schoonmaker. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
15 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing, Prescott. That's caught, Puka Nacua. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
What my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Left side to Lamb. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Now Prescott. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys at 11-2 now. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think it's going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a 1st down. But forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders
Coach, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That was complete out to Michael Mayer. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Mahomes to throw once more. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
First down, Saints.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Take Dell from 17 yards out. And the Saints have taken the lead.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Groupie for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made here at the 36. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Prescott now. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. When you look at this Saints defense, this unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Look at the big fella go. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got his man, Dell. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gibbs straight ahead. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Pretty entertaining start. 14 all the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. Really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And he'll go out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, pardon me?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Well, let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Well, now how about this return? And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. This one taken in by Olave. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And again, it's Mahomes. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll bring them back within 4. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. Prescott to throw it. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. Prescott on first down. Pass complete down in the clear. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Luke Schoonmaker from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead.
And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
He'll try to generate some more steam on offense down on the scoreboard second quarter. Not necessarily his fault, but he's always a guy they want to get extra involved.
Keep finding ways for him to get the football. Keep force-feeding him in that way. Get to the half. Kind of reboot. Start over again to try and erase the other things that have them down on the scoreboard.
They'll be looking for a little more juice here in the second quarter before they do hit that halftime locker room.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
As soon as he leaped out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
That's complete to Dell.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. Mahomes now to throw.
He's got room to roam.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Michael Mayer.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch.
A point after, good by Groupie. And that makes it a 28-24 game. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Mahomes going to throw. That is caught. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got his man, Dell. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Mahomes to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky. And they're going to get it. They bring it down to Sam back at the 16-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Bucks who were able to come in and win one on the road. P.J. Walker, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Aiden O'Connell leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was the veteran quarterback Dak Prescott who had it working in the first half. He had it going right away. 2 touchdown passes in the first quarter, 2 more in the second. 4 touchdown passes all told. And he's likely not
done yet.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They need 2. Here's third down.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Mahomes now on first down. And this is incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Mahomes will try again on second down. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Getting home that time to Marvin Overshow.
Gonna need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense is marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on third down, isn't it?
And they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Now second and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Prescott. Going. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Fighting through. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 2 yards left on second down from the 9.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So how about the season, Charles, that he continues to put together? That's now 25 rushing touchdowns on the year. That's getting into some very rarefied territory.
Yeah, it made you and I do a little extra homework prior to this one in anticipation, because that one moves him past John Riggins with 24. He draws even with Emmitt Smith at 25 in 1995. Next up, Priest Holmes and Sean Alexander with 27. And the guy on top, LT, LaDainian Tomlinson, the Hall of Famer, he had 28 in 2006.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts, because he definitely needs some assistance.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. His throw incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And again, it's Mahomes. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So give him 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
In fact, it was just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Jefferson.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Prescott to throw it. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brings up third down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will have the Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently second in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
To throw is Prescott. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And now here's a carry heading left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 4.
At the Saints 31-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Prescott. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And he's got it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Aubrey good with a PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Perry, the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. Powering his way forward. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now it's Mahomes again. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And he's going to get this down at the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. Now Mahomes. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
It's a gain of 10. And the Saints first down.
On first down, Mahomes. A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9 at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Second down and 8.
It's second and 8.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Throwing. Prescott. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's a gain of 14 down 2-14.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back to interceptions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Prescott. Going to be taken in here by McCool. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Prescott now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the point after. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's Mayer, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Slant pass complete to Olave. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's Olave bringing in another one. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
Into the hands of Perry, complete. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Mahomes now on 1st down. He finds Mayer here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught just inside the 10. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. Complete to Olave on the out route. Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jahmyr Gibbs. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. That time a 9-play drive. And Jahmyr Gibbs finished it all off with a touchdown grab. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 5. Just over a minute 40 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. Mahomes. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Mahomes to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Mahomes.
First down, Saints.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, but it's 2nd down. Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Mahomes. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes will throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Cowboys, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.